I'm Jamie Baker with the Courier Sports Department here with Dave Hanneman. We're here to look at Week 10 of the high school football season, final week of the season. A lot of league championships already been decided, but playoff races are up in the air this week, Dave.
A lot of playoff races, a lot of interesting developments going on, especially in Region 22 we were talking. We got 4 BVC teams plus Columbus Grove going for what amounts to 3 spots in the region for the playoffs.
Pretty much, Region 22 is going to be an all-area kind of region because, I think 6 of the 8 teams from our coverage area will come out. Cary, who's currently undefeated and plays a big game with Fremont St. Joseph this weekend. Ada, they're undefeated. They got a big game with Lima Central Catholic this weekend.
Right.
Lipsick's already clinched the Blanchard Valley Conference. I think they're in the top 4 right now. And, and like you said, the Blanchard Valley Conference teams, Corey Rawson, Arlington, Macomb, and who's
Pandora.
Pandora. All of them have a shot at the playoffs. Pretty much, though, those 4 teams are going for the final 2 spots.
Right. And the 2 teams that are not among the top 8 right now are Pandora and Macomb. And interestingly, they could be after Friday's game because they're going head to head. Both 6 and 3. And it's curious. I'm not good at adding up all these numbers like some people are. But I wonder if enough numbers are out there for the winner of that game to leapfrog into that 7th or 8th spot.
Well, there's a great website online at joeidle.com. He breaks down all the numbers for you, and if you go on that website, you can check it out. The other team in there that we got to mention is, and they've come back for, they've gotten a lot better since about the midpoint of the season, and that's Columbus Grove. And they win, they're in.
Right. Joe Idle puts it perfectly. They control their own destiny. I know some people over around that area. From what I understand, after the LCC game, Lima Central Catholic trashed Columbus Grove 43-0. And in that game, supposedly, some people thought the team quit. And after that game, there was a animated discussion on what they needed to turn things around. They haven't lost a game since. And now they do control their own destiny. They win, they're going to make the playoffs.
And they got a huge game, too, this weekend. Mark Hyman will be out there this weekend. Grove plays Bluffton, a big rivalry game. A couple of the other regions that we're going to be looking at too. Region 21 with Hopewell Loudon. They're right on the bubble. They've been to the playoffs a number of years in a row, and they got to win this week to get in. And even if they win, they're probably going to be sitting in the number 8 spot.
Right, and we talked about the other week. Number 8 is not a great spot to be. You could sneak up on teams, but the way the pairings go, the best team in the region is going to play. Number 1 is going to play number 8. So if you're that 8 team and you get in, you're going against somebody that's pretty darn good.
And it looks like if they do fall to the 8th spot, they probably will play Winford, which is a pretty good football team.
Winford, which used to be Division 5, they've dropped down, and because of their size, they're a good 6, very good 6.
2 other regions that we'll kind of talk about here a little bit. Region 18, we usually have multiple teams in that region, but right now it looks like just Patrick Henry's going to be the number 1 seed probably in Region 18 if they win and beat Wauseon this week like they probably should. Liberty Benton's sitting in the 9th spot, but they got to have a lot of stuff happen for them to make the playoffs.
Right, and they're almost 3 full points behind that number 8 spot, locking it in. And in looking at who some of the other teams play, 3 of the teams ahead of them play, this is Division 5, 3 of those teams play 1 and 8 Division 6 opponents. So if Liberty Benton would beat Lipsick, there's a big chunk of points. Is it going to be enough? Don't know. And the other thing is, you got to win first.
Yeah, you have to win, but I don't think they're going to get enough points. We'll see. It'll be the first time in a long time basketball start on time, probably at Liberty Benton.
There's people over there that probably don't mind that either.
There's probably some people that don't mind, but I know a lot.
When's wrestling going to start over there?
It should have already started. But I know the football coaches, they mind a lot.
They mind a lot.
But okay, the last region, Ottawa-Glandorf. Your hometown, Dave. Ottawa-Glandorf sitting good, and they've already clinched a playoff berth in Division 4 and Region 14. Don't you live next to one of the coaches?
I used to. He moved. I think he moved because I didn't pick him last week. But no, Brian Heaps, a good friend of mine, used to be my neighbor, and he's the defensive coordinator at OG, and he's doing a great job because OG's winning a lot of games with their defense.
Yeah, I like Ken Schreiner. He's a great coach. I think he gets the most out of those kids, and it'll be interesting to see how they do.
Well, they've never been to the playoffs, never won a WBL football championship until Ken Schreiner came there. Traditionally, everybody says Ottawa-Glandorf's a basketball town. Now they play football there too, and they play it pretty well.
That's it. We'll see you on next week with the playoff edition. For all the coverage of this weekend's games, pick up a copy of the Courier and check out the Courier online at www.thecourier.com.